Yeah, good morning, good morning. Riverwatch, absolutely live this morning. Morning. Yeah, got cut a bit short yesterday. It's always when you do something, you get about 60 phone calls. I had to cut it a bit short. So we're back on the... We're back at Riverwatch HQ. Morning, Lynn. How you doing, mate? We're back at Riverwatch HQ. Oh, and it's absolutely lovely. Should be quite a bit of action today. Hopefully, the City of Westminster may dock over there around 11 o'clock. We've got a few vessels coming past. Coffee and 420 in your hand. I'll tell you what, Lynn. Same here, mate. We've got something nice coming up. Yeah, that's what we do on Riverwatch, taking a little break. Oh, there's the blimp. Oh, it's so exciting today. Hang on. Oh, dear. Let's have a look at this. Oh, I'll tell you what. I think it's going to be a busy day today. And there you go. There she is. Bit of Goodyear blimp action, eh? And if you just tuned in, no, this isn't a UFO. Do you know what? And I haven't seen it for years. It normally, you normally see the Goodyear blimp. I think it's sort of been rebuilt or something. It's come back out. And there it is. I think it's comes all the way down from Essex, I think, and flies around London. See if I can get a bit closer. There you go. Oh no, it's the Zeppelin. You got a Mississippi cruiser coming up on the right. In the heart of London Docklands, we are standing on the bank, having a look at river traffic, wildlife, general chit-chat on the banks of the River Thames. Thames Barrier up there to my left, just downstream. Look at this old beast coming past. The boats have MOTs. This one don't look like it'll pass it. Bit of a crock, this one. Yes, it is. Yeah, I do pick different places. I went to a different place yesterday, but got cut short. So this is generally where I do it from. This stretch of the river here is just a few yards down from the Thames barrier, and it's a good little location because to get through the barrier, some vessels need an escort. So there's always a bit of activity. And about 400 or so people lost their lives here in an accident around the turn of the century. And here we go. He's loving life, this guy. Sometimes we do get a wave. It's nice to see what flags the boats are sporting as well. There you go. Enjoying themselves. They're filming me. I'm filming them. What a life, eh? Do you know what? I swear there was a film about a murder on a boat like this one coming up. Yeah, this one coming into view now. It's giving me Mississippi River cruisy vibes. I'm just going to get it into shot in a second. And I will shout some of the names out of these vessels if you want to sort of Google them. But look at this old beast coming down. Should be just coming into shot now. Oh, I thought so. That one's the Dixie Queen, and that is a steamer. And I'm not tempting fate here, but this site was an accident, was the site of an accident around the turn of the century. About 400 people lost their lives in a paddle steamer accident right here on the widest section, or one of the widest sections of the River Thames. And there she goes, the Dixie Queen. And what she'll have to do is, we'll have a look, we'll take a look. She may not need an escort, some vessels do. So what they'll do is they'll come up to the Thames barrier. They'll come up to the Thames barrier and he'll be on his radio right now. And he'll be asking to speak to the control centre. And so what happens, it'll come up to the Thames barrier, which is there. And it's actually sort of closed for servicing. There's a couple of aisles open. But what he'll do, he'll creep up here like this. And he'll say, "Shiver me timbers, I need an escort through the barrier." And they may send someone out. Sometimes they do. But on this particular occasion, no. And he'll get in touch with the barrier, and the barrier will tell him which aisle he can go through. And in some cases, they ask them their reason for being there. What are your intentions, Captain Birdseye? Don't forget, like, subscribe, share this video. Riverwatch is just one little arm of the many things we do on this YouTube channel. Also on Facebook as well. Fish fingers, tomato sauce or mayonnaise. Yeah, you can't beat a fish finger sandwich, can you? I like the battered ones myself. Yeah, so to my new viewers, this location is pretty historical. If you look over there, where that jetty is, all those new buildings behind it used to be dock warehouses. But prior to that, there was a massive explosion here in 1917, which wiped out the whole of that munitions factory. It stood on that site. It wiped it out. Caused damage to around 6,000 homes in the area. And the explosion was so loud you could hear it in Bournemouth. Many, many local casualties, family members of people that lived here would have worked right on that site over there. And as I say, it was a massive explosion. So it's a very, very historical piece of River Thames I'm standing on. Around 11 o'clock, you normally get the City of Westminster comes from the Thames estuary with its load of sand and gravel and takes it to that processing plant over there. Sometime around 11 o'clock normally. So we'll hang around for a little while. Yeah, if you want to put a comment in the box, you want to have a chat about anything at all. Be my guest. But in the next couple of weeks, we will be going further down the River Thames. I will be coming from the embankment next week for a little special down there. There's a few other places we'll be coming from. Yeah, literally, someone did ask me, are there any sharks in the River Thames? Yes, there are. Yes, there are sharks in the River Thames. And there's a lot of protected wildlife species as well. I should imagine a few. I want to get over to that side, but it's pretty difficult. They don't like to let you in. That's South London. There's a few little coves over there, but they back onto factories. and they're pretty secure. So this is about the best spot. Oops. And there it is, London City. Oof. And it's so good to get away from it. That big old metropolis over there. Yeah, don't forget, like, share, subscribe this video. We just take a chill for an hour or so down by different locations on the River Thames. Come what may. Sometimes it's exciting, sometimes it's a chill. But it's so nice to get away from all the madness, the politics and all the other bullshit. And just point the camera at something different. Yeah, so what normally happens is around 11 o'clock, the big old beast tends to come in a few times a week and plot up right over there. So it's a little bit late, to be honest with you. And in fact, you can tell when it's going to come because the wildlife starts to gather around because it knows. They know. Because when this ship pulls in, it stirs up the river, and then what that does, that creates food for the wildlife. As it's the vibrations of the boat and the propeller and everything, it creates it actually churns up all the water around it, so it throws up whatever stuff the birds can feed on. So they tend to know. Sometimes you can sort of tell when it comes because they all start to fly around. There's a few coming, so you never know. Yeah, temperature's just crept up just a little bit. But it's still nice and cool down here. I think we might have one of the Thames Clippers coming in. We will see. We will see. Yeah, I think where we are. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're getting the best of it down here, aren't we, this year? I think we're going to fry. I think if you're in the southeast or especially around London, Essex, that area, you are going to fry. I've heard it's going to go up to 40, something around that. I can remember the 77. Was it 76, 77? My mum stuck me out in the garden in a big plastic bath with an umbrella over it. Great times. It's normally got the temperature what it is, but I think my display ain't working so well. I think it's it's working now. It normally has a temperature somewhere along here, but I'll have a look in a minute. But I reckon it's pushing about. Got to be late 20s, isn't it? And I'll tell you what, these look a little bit of fun. So if you've got a few quid and you like a thrill, what these little boats do, they take you up and down the Thames, but they are on full throttle, wide open. And you strap yourself in and he literally floors it all the way down the Thames. Go on, my son. And off they go. He goes up to the barrier normally. And he'll probably turn around. Hey, bro. Yeah, big shouts out to everyone watching all around the world. We're on the banks of the River Thames. Just downriver to Thames barrier. He might flip round. He might come back. We'll see. I'll tell you what, risking life and limb for you lot. Look how close I am to the river's edge. I'll show you what separates me and 66 feet of water. There you go. When they say on the edge, I definitely am living life on the edge. Yeah, nothing like a bit of trespassing in this game. We all like to trespass. Do you know what? I actually nearly Met a tragic end in this river myself. I know what it's like to go in, so. Yeah, we love a bit of trespassing, don't we? Yeah, of course. Absolutely free as well. How about that? You don't get much for free these days. And there she is, the blimp. And I think it sets off from Averley, I think, in Essex. It comes all the way down and then does a few trips around London. I don't know whether you can book it and ride on it, but I know they pin it up and it sort of launches from down in Averley in Essex and comes all the way up. Oh, the nasties in here. Yeah, there's quite a lot. About 30 people normally will succumb to it a year. But yeah, it is nasty. It used to be a lot worse. Yeah, it's wicked, isn't it? It's what a airship. Some people call them a blimp. Hang on, let me get it. These don't adjust your sets. It's not a UFO. Yeah, it's brown manky water. It definitely is. But it used to be really, really polluted. We used to dump all of our waste in it. I think up until the 50s, 60s. But that's mainly because this is it's basically about 20 foot of silt. And as you can see, these banks are really sandy. So it is dirty, but it's kind of churned up sandy kind of water. It's about 60 odd feet deep out there. But yeah, we used to pump all of our waste into the banks and it all used to build up. So yeah, but I've been in here a few times as a kid. Actually had an accident in here, which wasn't very nice, but there you go. And if you live around here, these kind of banks, these were popular before we sort of started going to and stuff. Up until around the mid 50s, people would actually go to the beaches and actually swim in the Thames and use this beach over there. And all these beaches and these foreshores would have been packed with people and kids and stuff like that. So, and here we go. What's crept up on us? What flag are we sporting? Can you guess? Ah, just filming you lot, mate. Oh yeah, definitely good for fishing. People do use it for fishing. 2 big dirty Scania turbo diesel engines, 2,000 brake horsepower, push these vessels along. And they are very quiet, very powerful, and they are very... And off she goes. Are you ready? And that's what it's about, Riverwatch. And that one's a Tornado Clipper. As you can hear, taking a group of school kids, which we don't film stuff like that. So We had to keep the camera sort of at a different angle there. But there you go. Maybe next time. And here we have one of the many tugs that's been operating in this river for years and years and years. And I'll tell you what, these are tough little tugs, these are. And these can pull sort of, what, 3, 4 of those barges over there with ease. And they are the workers of the River Thames. These do all the graft, all the dog work, the leg work. And there's a bit of tug action. We all like a short tug, don't we? Oh yes, rule Britannia. Yeah, there are a few different flags. So as they come in, you'll be quite surprised at some of the flags they have. You could probably guess. Oh no, it's full of innuendo. If you search, you'll find it all. You'll find it all in. I'm very cryptic, I am. Yes, that's right. Riverwatch. We are looking for short tugs, large vessels, and birds. And we are standing on the bank, having a look at river traffic, wildlife, and having a general chat. Come take my hand as I lead you into the River Thames. I know, it's all those years of radio I did. Come take my hand as I lead you into the River Thames. Oh, God. Where does he get them from? All right, let's have a little walk down yonder. Oh, yes, you are watching Riverwatch, episode 12. Hello, mate, all right? Yeah, good. Episode 12. Yep, short tugs, medium tugs, any kind of tug. And that there is the Thames Barrier. And just past it, if you, whether you live in Land's End or John O'Groats, if you have a bag of sugar in your kitchen cupboard, that building just behind it is the Tate and Lyle Sugar Refinery. Okay. Yeah, that's the Tate and Lyle Sugar Refinery just behind the Thames Barrier. And that Thames Barrier, they said it was going to last until 2070, but because of the rising tides around here, probably till about 2030. So, you know, that was originally designed, and you think that looks very, very 80s, but no, it was literally penned, sketched in about 1968, and they started building in 1974, and it wasn't completed, opened by the Queen until 1982. The old Thames Barrier. And as you can see, she's got her, she's half cocked, so that means red lights on. She's up for servicing. And this was the industrial heart the driving force, the heartbeat behind East and South London. It was the biggest employer. Yeah, if anyone's got a sea shanty, anyone's got any shanties, I'll try and sing one for you. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. But as I say, yeah, we pumped. Someone did comment about how dirty it was, and yes, we did pump a lot of our doopy doos in this river, and it caused a lot of accidents with paddle vessels because it used to build up and they used to clunk it. They used to hit it underwater. But someone did ask me, has there been anything happen? Has anyone hit that barrier? And it's only happened once. And I think it was in about 1996. A sand barge smacked into it and dumped about 50 tons of sand. And it took them a good few weeks. Need a good sea shanty. Like that, I think that's a police boat coming down. So you never know. We might get in some aggro because I'm now trespassing, to be honest with you. This bit I'm walking on, I shouldn't really be walking on because it's a bit dangerous. So I will, for my own safety and the safety of my viewers and the general public. You never know, he might be coming over. Let's see. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. Please like and subscribe if you can. We've got another clipper coming in. That's going up to Barking, I think. Is it going to stop? It's keeping a bit wide. It might swing in. We'll see. Here she comes. Sometimes they think I'm going to get on. There's a good couple of thousand horsepower there. He's mucking about, isn't he? Come on, son. Floor it. Send it. Yeah, as I said earlier, for the new viewers, there was around the turn of the century, there was a big bad paddle steamer accident just around this area, and a good few hundred people lost their lives. And the paddle steamers, as they would come, this is probably one of the wider stretches, one of the more dangerous stretches of the Thames. And as it sort of came round this bend, it clipped affluent that was dumped in. The cable cars. Oh, I tell you, I did go over there when my boy was younger. We went over there a couple of times, but every time you get in it, you just got that feeling. You know what I mean? What if? And yeah, I went a couple of times. I thought, nah, there's no real reason for me to use them anymore. It was good for the kids. But every time I get in it, I just get this feeling like it's gonna plummet. I'd rather fucking swim, to be honest with you. I think you got better rods than you or something. Right, we're going to stay here to just about gone 12. We're going to stay here for another 20 minutes. I'm going to show you some of the older infrastructure. As I say, this area that you're looking at now, if you look at that, there's an old jetty there, obviously. But if you look at that new housing estate, that used to be warehouses, and it was the site of a massive, massive explosion in 1917. It was making munitions, and it went boom, and killed lots of people, caused about damage to about 1,000 properties. They're actually some of them are man diesels. They got their twin engine. Some of them are man engines, and the majority of them are Scania, and they're hybrid. And their output is about 2,000 to 2,800 sort of brake horsepower. So they are pretty well equipped for the job. And as you can see, this was all warehouses and docks infrastructure. I will take a walk around the docks as well soon. And as I said, before I got interrupted, this was the employer. It's in, especially people from dockside areas, whether you're in Liverpool, Manchester, these areas are very, very close to our hearts. And, hundreds of years of family and relatives working in these industries. You have an affinity with this place. And to be honest with you, I've always said it, when I sort of shuffle off, when I extinguish my breath, this is where you'll probably find me, just walking about up and down these shores. This is where I'll be. But I'll tell you what, I will say something, and I will be honest. Whether it's because I'm old, but the change, it's fucking killing me. So, just to give you an idea of some of the process. So you get the City of Westminster and various other vessels come down after a good day's sucking and dredging in the North Sea and the Thames estuary. They navigate their way down up to this point on the River Thames, where you have this processing plant right here. And they drop off all the sand, all the gravel. It goes in for processing over there. And that's the process. And then it goes on to build the mad metropolis over there. Yeah, that's right. I should imagine that's why they're hybrids. Yeah, I should imagine that's why they are. They need a bit of a kick, don't they? But I think they're going all electric soon. I'm not quite sure. I have heard. It's funny because my son said the other day, he said, I can't wait to drive. I said, son, there'll be no steering wheels. By the time you're old enough to drive, cars won't have steering wheels. And he looked at me and I said, well, they won't. They won't have them. Oh, took me by surprise. Yeah, the last 15 minutes, you never know what's going to happen. Bit quiet today, but you know what it's like with fishing. That's how it goes. If you want to like, share, subscribe this live, we just do an hour by the river every so often, amongst all the other stuff we put on here. And the bulk of my work, if you do want to add me up on Facebook, there is a lot of other stuff. The more controversial, shall we say, is on. A lot of my work is on Facebook. There's a lot of other stuff on there, a few protests and bits and pieces, bit of charity stuff like that. So this channel really is a dump for some of the more lighter-hearted videos and lighter-hearted stuff I do. As it should be. Entertaining, factual, and full of shit. But yeah, anything historic. Got a few film locations. There are a few film locations on here, a couple of shorts. I've got a few more to do. They will be coming up in the next few weeks. Yeah, I think all they were interested in, I think it was a matter of noise, I think it was. So they just went for whatever was silent as they can. It's like the aeroplanes, isn't it, in the docks. it's just noise pollution they're more interested in, and they're pretty quiet because you just can't hear them. They do creep up on you. Well, not a cloud in the sky here. Absolutely beautiful. My neck is slowly turning into a top side of beef. Just going to dab some cooking oil on it. Yeah, all my neck needs now is a bit of garlic and butter and thyme, and have we got something coming down? I think there is. Can we round off the old Riverwatch with a bit of excitement? Failing me jumping in and going for a swim. As you can see, they have the railings for OAPs who want to have a little dip. Yeah, my phone goes crackers all the time. Sorry about the picture if it does go a bit mad. Right, so I've had no sea shanties, no sea related songs apart from that Rod Stewart one. What is it? We Are Sailing. So I was going to sing you all a song, but I've had no ideas. I've had no Yes, and it's funny. We are actually encouraging boats today. We want to see boats today. Yeah, that's right. Just if you just tuned in, you know where you are, Riverwatch. Just a little trip in different locations each week by the river. This particular spot is what I call Riverwatch HQ. But there will be other locations. I did come from another location yesterday, but sadly got interrupted. I had to get out of there. Yeah, I'm going to take you right up until lunchtime. Up to the hour of about 12. We're just going to spend the final few minutes just having a look around. You never know. We might spot something. Riverwatch 2026 live. And I think we might have something. One of these tugs, as I said earlier on, we might be able to round off the show. And you know what they say? Now, this vessel is tiny. And this is what we were talking about earlier on. And this little tugboat, tiny little tugboat, is pulling 3, it looks like 2 or 3 barges. And when I say these little things do all the work, they really do. And here it comes. No, you're having a laugh, not 4. Yeah, he's pulling four barges. One tiny little tug. Absolutely amazing, the hard work these little things do. I'm going to go and get you a better look at it. Yes, and this little one will finish off the show rather nicely. Check out the amount of weight and the size of what this little lad here, this little boat here can handle. Unbelievable. Well, I counted four when it was a bit more downstream, so we'll see. It's getting a bit more closer now, so we'll see what it's got. Here it is. And I'll tell you what, you can smell that thing is full throttle, working hard. Slightly come to life a bit more now. yeah, we're going to go inside the last couple of minutes and we'll roll out of here on the hour. Thanks everyone for joining me. If you do want to like, subscribe, share, do what you like, it's absolutely free as well. Absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a penny. How about that? But yeah, we will be coming from different locations. This is the one that I sort of call the HQ. How you doing, mate? All right? Good. Well, sadly, that is it for today. I want to say big shouts out to everyone that's watched, everyone that's followed, everyone that likes and subscribes. We will be back somewhere, some event. Got quite a few events coming up. We've got a river safety event coming up that we'll be at. Also various other protests, gatherings, get-togethers, whatever you like to call it. If it is of interest, we will be there. Big up two down as well. My old pal there. Big up two down. And big shouts to all the other YouTubers and everyone in the game. Spreading the truth, filming the facts. And as I say, when we point this camera up, if we do turn up to things, my opinion doesn't count. Yours does. And all I'm here to do is just bring it to your front room or your phone. So once again, I would like to say thanks. If you want to like, share, subscribe. We'll be here for a couple of more minutes and I'll be gone. If you want to put a couple of shouts in the box, feel free. No problemo. Excuse me. Once again, I'll catch you all later. There you go. It's been a pleasure. Catch you all next time. Don't forget, catch me on Facebook as well. Matty G, same name, same guy. Catch you all later. Thanks a lot. Episode 12, Riverwatch, signing out.